Alright, we are back, and now we're entering the final stages of the game. We are in Zero Stage 1, aka Quickman stage from Mega Man 2. Yeah, so these stages right here, they're my favorite in the franchise because it's a nice homage to all the Mega Man games from Classic to the X series. And right here, you know, with Zero, thankfully the shuttle succeeded, so we get to play the entire game as Zero, thankfully, because we did not want to get bad luck and play the game with X. A very weak X, nonetheless, because you don't even get really cool armor parts. But that's another topic for another day. Right now, we just dodge those lasers, thankfully. Yeah, so these lasers are instant kill, just like a Quickman stage, so use Time Stopper at your fullest. Unless you're a true maverick, a risk taker, you could, if you know the level layouts, you could do that area without getting hit once. And I will run into the first boss on the stage, and it's a devil monster, the Shadow Devil, nonetheless. Fun fact: in this boss fight, there is a trick you could use where you don't get hit by the Shadow Devil. I'm not showing it off because, you know, it's easy mode, obviously, so I'm just saving time. But this boss fight's really not too difficult. His primary weakness is you gotta hit the eye. With anything at Zero, I would recommend hitting him with the Saber Slash, and then spam to the Giga attack, and then just dodge. Now, I don't know where people get the idea that they find the Shadow Devil to be the most difficult devil in the franchise. I think those people are out of their minds. Because here, you get duck, number one, and number two, you can use that wall clinging technique. It's a cheap exploit. You gotta button mash a lot, the jump button, so your fingers are gonna your thumbs are going to hurt a lot, but it's an exploit to avoid things. It's not as cheap as using a pause glitch in the original Mega Man 1, but hey, it's an exploit nonetheless. And yes, this pattern right here, yes, this pattern really does infuriate a lot of people, but it's nothing you can't handle, and plus you have sub-tanks, alright? Unlike in the original Mega Man, where you don't even have sub-tanks, you know, you have no healing items, so that's why the original Yellow Devil for Mega Man 1 is the most difficult in the franchise. Not even Mega Man 11's Yellow Devil is even hard, because you have the double gear system, so you have no excuse to lose to the Yellow Devil in that fight. And now the Shadow Devil is transforming into Wily Capsule 6. And it takes a lot of damage, to try to be careful, aim for the eye. And I'm almost dead, so I gotta use a second sub-tank, whatever. Like I said, I mean, I'm being a little reckless here, because I just want to move on already, because, you know, and he's already dead. Nice. And I forgot to mention that in the background you can obviously see it's the Dr. Wily logo blurred. I see what you did there, Capcom. Alright, we'll see you in the next area. Alright, we're back, and now we're in Zero Stage 2. In this stage right here, they put a lot of enemies in our way, and you have a lot more of these Zero viruses that are trying to attack you. If you're playing as Zero, actually get hit by the Zero virus, because if you get hit by the Zero virus, as I'm demonstrating here, you will regain all your health, and you would be invincible for a few seconds. So if you're playing this game as Zero, take advantage, get hit by the Zero virus, because in this stage specifically, they pop out a lot. So even if you have the damage boost right now, it's perfectly fine. And I got hit again. Oh wow. Okay, come on, hit me. Alright, guess I have to take one more hit, I guess. Ow. Okay, there we go, see? Yeah, because in X's playthrough, I didn't show off the virus, because if you're playing the game as X, you actually lose health. So it's the opposite effect, where for Zero, you gain health, because, you know, the virus, the Sigma virus was originally the Zero virus. So now Zero, you know, benefits from it, because according to Mega Man X4, Zero was originally a Maverick. Kind of like a Maniac Maverick, nonetheless, if you see that cutscene. Ugh, don't want to relive that. So right here, it's not too difficult right here. It's basically Sigma Stage 1 from Mega Man X. So you just have to traverse through here and use Time Stopper right here to get through this area right here, because that's cheap enemy placement right there. And on hard mode, this area is covered by so many enemies. Not even funny, but it's nothing you really can't handle. And there's a full restore to the far left right there, but I didn't need it because I'm at full health. And now we take on the second boss fight in this stage. And it's a callback to the original Mega Man X. We take on Ranga Banga from the original Mega Man X. You fight Ranga Banga in Sigma Stage 2, I believe. In the first stage, you fight the spider. But this fight's not too difficult. The Zero just use the Z-Saber combo and that's it. It's really simple. And here comes the difficult part of this fight because you have these spikes, so be careful. You see that right there? I got the worst pattern right there, and I had the damage boost into that eye just to survive. It's ridiculous. You could have died there instantly, and that would have been a cheap death right there. But what can you do? RNG is not on my side. Yeah, so just take out the eye specifically. They do have specific weaknesses, but for Zero, just spam the Z-Saber and that's it. For X, you do have to use specific weaknesses, or you could do the same thing I did, just use the ultimate armor because I don't have time for that. And it's already dead already, thankfully. I still find this version a little bit more tricky than the original, but oh well, nothing we can't handle. See you in the next area. Peace! We're back and now we're in Zero Stage 3. And I love the fact that the background changes for every Zero stage. In the first stage you had a blue background. In the second stage you had a purple background. Now you have a full red background. I do love that effort that they put there. It's really cool. And I love still listening to the original Zero Stage theme. It's one of my personal favorite themes in the entire franchise. And I love the remix as well that I'm gonna pick for you during the boss rush. Spoiler alert. Getting ahead of ourselves, but I mean, I love X5, but you know, I wanted to play a true X5 playthrough for you guys, but because of time constraints, because I lost all those videos because of my hard drive malfunctioning, I had to hurry up and get this video as quickly as I can. But I will make it up with the X6 Black Zero run, and you should all enjoy that playthrough. I know I did, for the most part. And this stage, not too difficult at all. And this is the stage you would get Black Zero legitimately, but I decided not to because I want to be fair here. I mean, it's easy mode, this game's not too difficult, and having the black armor, which is unfair. Alright, now we run into X. Yeah, because if Zero survives, X still shows up and he's second guessing us that maybe we're truly a Maverick and all that because of the Zero virus that's been spreading. So X and Zero, they fight regardless for obvious stupid reasons. So X, he gets the ultimate armor on. Thankfully, doesn't Nova Strike. Yeah, it does just, and he has all the power-ups from Megaman X4 for some reason, which is cool. Like he's spamming the Soul Body ability, but we take him out easily. Yeah, the cool thing is, even in the in challenge mode for the Legacy Collection, he does have the ultimate armor, but thankfully he can't Nova Strike. That would be completely cheap if Capcom would have done that in the hard mode fight.